How jealousy was created among African Americans. Slavery did not only chain the body. It also trained the mind. In 1619, the first captured Africans were brought to Virginia. What started as forced labor soon turned into a full system of racial slavery. By 1662, the law in Virginia made slavery permanent and passed it to children. From that day forward, black life in America was designed around control, fear, and division. At night, many enslaved Africans tried to run. They ran through forests. They followed rivers. They moved under the cover of darkness because the sun meant danger. Some escaped. Most were hunted. Every escape hurt the slave master economically. A runaway was lost money. A dead runaway was wasted property. By the 1700s, colonies created slave patrols to hunt black people like animals. After the Stono Rebellion of 1739, one of the largest slave rebellions in history, South Carolina passed the brutal Negro Act of 1740, making punishment even worse and movement almost impossible. So the masters changed their strategy. Instead of only using the whip, they began using the mind. They learned one dangerous truth: if black people stayed united, slavery would never survive. So they planted division. They gave small favors to some slaves, better food, lighter work, or protection. Some were used as drivers, house servants, or informants. A very small number were freed through manumission, often by a master's will, military service, or by buying their own freedom. This was never common, but it was visible enough to create a deadly illusion. Only one can make it out. To survive, some slaves were pressured into becoming the eyes and ears of the master. They were forced to report. Who was planning to run? Who was secretly meeting a spouse? Who was organizing? Who was resisting? Not because they were evil, but because terror breaks people. By the time of the Fugitive Slave Act of 1793, and the even more brutal Fugitive Slave Act of 1850, escaping became almost impossible. Any black person, even in the North, could be kidnapped and dragged back into slavery. Trust became dangerous. Silence became survival. The master could afford to lose one slave. He still had hundreds. But the enslaved person lost everything. So slowly, over 250 years of legal slavery, 1619 to 1865, a deadly mindset was trained into black survival. Only one of us can win. Only one of us can escape. Only one of us can rise. When slavery legally ended in 1865, the chains fell, but the training remained. Then came Black Codes, 1865 to 1866. Jim Crow, 1877-1960s. Redlining. Mass incarceration. Economic exclusion. The system stayed the same. Only the uniforms changed. Opportunities were kept rare on purpose. When only one scholarship is available. When only one promotion is offered. When only one black face is allowed in the room. What grows? Not teamwork. Competition fueled by fear. That fear was not natural. It was taught. So today, when some African Americans feel like, if you win, I lose. If you rise, I fall. I must replace you to succeed. That did not come from our culture. It came from our conditioning. Slavery trained the mind to believe in scarcity, even when God made the people for unity. But here is the truth they never wanted us to remember. We were strongest when we worked together. That is why they broke us. That is why they divided us. That is why they turned survival into competition. Jealousy was not born in us. It was engineered into us. And what is engineered can be unlearned.